Happy New Year to you if you're watching on Monday. Yes, we made it 2024 with the channel, another year in the books. Thank you, as always, with all my sappiness. Like, share, subscribe, you guys have been doing. All your comments does mean a lot to me, helps me out, helps me keep motivating with making this content. If you like it, obviously. If you don't have to watch. But anywho's, yeah, that's about all I'm going to say for this. Another sappy intro, I guess. But stay tuned. We're going to get this thing running. 72 Ghia. Yeah, but really does mean a lot to me with all of you guys watching. So, like, share, subscribe, all you want. You know, let's boost these numbers on this channel. Anyway, cue the music. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Right here, 1972 Karmann Ghia, convertible drop top, no, the yellow one. Yes, apparently if I work on drop top Karmann Ghias, they are yellow, but nope, this is a different one. This, as far as I am aware, is a, barn find, sat for many years, don't know how long. Only information I have on it is, well, it sat, the owner purchased it, no idea if it does anything. I haven't, other than getting it into the shop and finding the rear wheels are locked up, and hopefully that's a simple adjustment, running the brakes in, hence why it's floating in the back end. I got to curl my, under there to get it onto the rack. I have no idea what's going on with this. I know there's keys, so that's good. There's no windshield, so that's even better, but it came with one. There's a box over there. I don't know if I have a gasket. But yeah, we're going to get this thing. Obviously, the plan is get it running first, and then address the rest of the, operating systems, if you will. Like I said, I have no, other than it's a 72, I think. I'm pretty sure that's what the owner told me. I have no idea what it can do. He said the engine does turn over, but doesn't start. So we're starting off good. At least it rotates. Rotate is important. Everything else, as far as like blinkers, headlights, taillights, brake, the accoutrements, if you will, to drive mildly safely. No idea if they work. I do have the battery on charge. Hopefully that comes around by tomorrow because it's only showing 8 volts, so that's good. If not, I'll just throw in a random battery just to do what I need to do. But looking at this thing, I don't know if whoever had it lost interest, lost money, so on and so forth. But just going through a couple of things, it definitely got respray. It's definitely a respray. Apparently the windshield fell out because of transport, and I think I know why. But the fuse block under here does not look promising. There are a bunch of things disconnected. And you know me, I do love me some electrical. This is a lie, I do not. So stay tuned. I'll probably plug in the GoPro or turn on the GoPro and get underneath it, and yeah, hopefully simply unlock these brakes so I can get this thing on the rack, and then we can address further. But first thing is get this thing running, and then address figure other things out, if you will. It does look cool. It has a nice stance to it, actually. I do like it. So stay tuned. Hopefully on the GoPro for crawling my sausage round physique, my shape under here. I'll be back. All right, guys. Screwdriver, flashlight. Let me jack it up a little bit more. But yeah, we're only showing 8.3. You probably can't see that on the battery. I think that key is still rolled forward, so that's not helping me. Let's double check that real quick. Oh yeah, it was. Oh, there is no power to this car. Slightly concerning. Anywho's, yeah, what I got to do currently is both sides are. I'm terrible with this thing. Both sides are the same. They're locked up, so hopefully the adjusters are gonna adjust, and yeah, do things. I know it's comfy, it's simple, it's nice. But I'm after the two adjustables under here. Ugh, I'm hoping they work. Oh, hush, battery charger. You're moving. It is cold today too. I'm not really a fan. Ow. Am I going the right way? I can never remember. Well, let's go this way. It moved. There we go. All right, we got some rotation. Not a lot, but enough. All right. Yeah. Ooh, jeez. Where are you going? Yeah, this thing was a complete pain in the butt. Oh man, I got. Sorry, flashbang. Jacking away. This thing was a pain in the butt to roll in. Let me get the other side real quick. Hopefully that cooperates as well. Floor pans are installed. I'm stuck. Ow. Bumper's tight. That's good. What happened? My battery charger stopped doing battery charger things. That's good. Didn't fault though, so I don't know. Am I guessing right? Do we do bottom of this one? I think so. And top. All right. There we go. Wheels are unlocked. Stack. Oh, now I gotta get you guys. Come back here. Yeah, this is action, Uncle. This is what you come for this channel for. All right. Whew. Wheels. Daily smooth. They're cranked. I don't know why they cranked in. I did yank the e-brake. I don't know if that. I mean, well, it's not set currently, but I don't know if I did it. I'm gonna say no. But anyway, let me get this thing gently pushed over here, get her airborne, and yeah, see what we have going on. But yeah, nothing. The concerning thing to me is there should be things attached. I got nothing. Bupkis. Zero, if you will. So I guarantee nothing works. It might crank over. That could be true. But as far as sending juices to actually start places, well, we might have a problem. All right, let me push this thing. I already had to push it once, and I wasn't feeling strong. Not feeling any better this time. So overcome and do things, or whatever Hulk Hogan said. All right, guys, back on the GoPro just because it's easier to wield you around under the car. Yeah, lighting's terrible. Brake lines, soft lines, up here. This thing, they're definitely going to get replaced. They're hard, dry rotted, so on and so forth. We're also going to put new drums. Going to put new drums, springs, wheel cylinders, so on and so forth in the back. Floor pans. Well, at least they're there. The front looks good, but I don't know what's going on here. It's both sides. It looks like they glued them in. Not ideal is what I'm getting at. So we're not addressing that, but it's just one thing I want to show. The front lines, Same thing. They look like they're factory, the rib style. I don't think the ones I get now are ribbed. Anywho, replace these. The calipers look like they've been replaced before. They look like an MP style. Pads look all right, and I'm just speculating on that part. We'll obviously look at it and check it out. They roll and there's no slop, so that's good. Front end seems tight. It's going to need sway bar. Whoop, I don't know if you can even see. Hold on, my screen went off. Sway bar currently is Wi-Fi. So we'll put new, we'll connect this. That side's connected. I don't know what the hell happened there, but you know, something. But our underside looks fairly okay. Did get off the phone with the owner. Told him about his, the heat, well, it might have some. The ducting is up here. That side's connected. It has cables. It doesn't have any hardware to make it work, so we'll get that working. I think the owner said if I can make it work, make it work. Needs obviously the silver tubes, you know, the blow tubes. The forced air in the car. No idea if the heater channels work in this thing. Reason I say that is everything here. This is just the whole bottom side, like most Ghias and convertibles, so on and so forth. This is, you can tell, it's just all putty. Both sides. So, good thing is, that's metal. It's also not a lift point. You crack things. If that shows. Other side's not too bad. There's rust here. There's probably rust there, except they folded it over. And yeah, the entire underside is bed lined. So, I mean, it's not bad, I do it. But this more looks for hiding purposes than anti-wear. I don't know. But let me get this thing down. Got an itch in my ear. Get this thing down and yeah, let's start trying to get it to chooch. But yeah, the lack of power to it, calling the owner, a bit of a shock, as you could probably imagine. So, que sera, sera. Let's get this thing running. Like I said, if it doesn't run or if it runs like poop, there's no sense going any further forward. So, let's do what I'm here for on this one. Focus. Thank you. Anyway, all right, first thing I'm going to do, it's on the rack. First thing I'm doing is I'm going to grab, chuck this battery out. 9 of 22, it's not that old. Put it on my charger and see if she comes back to life. But in the interim, if you will, I'm going to shove my deep cycle in here. Just kind of there. And, you know, that's negative with the red wire. Good, perfect. All right, yeah, I'm gonna put the deep cycle on just so I can see if we actually have anything. But going on it, hold on. Well, at least they wrapped it in black. But going looking at the fuse panel, if you will, electrical box, I don't think we have anything back here. Voltage reg, so on and so forth. All right, let's see if we have anything. Let's turn the key. Probably, I want to hear something. Ooh. Is that ignition? Ghias, I do like them. Well, hot dang, we have power to the ignition. That's points. I think I have another coil. Hopefully. I have a mess is what I have. Yeah, I have a new coil. Right? Right. All right, I know I have coils, carburetors, so on and so forth, and distributors. Pretty sure I have distributors. I have conversions is what I'm getting at. All right, let's turn the key. At least it made a click back here. Owner did say it rotates. And indeed it does. Do we have anything else? Do we have lights? Probably not. Turn on the key. All right, do we have lights? We have no lights. I have nothing on the dash. I have no blinkers. No gas gauge, no nothing. All right, good. So far, Diagnosticals is leading me to believe that, well, the engine runs, or rotates, so that is the only circuit connected. Gonna have to figure out all the other things, brake lights, tail lights, headlights, so on and so forth. But off to a good start. What's end play? There's some. Ooh, that is floppy. There's some, so that's also good. Right. Motorcraft. That's good too. Would you spray over the diagnostic port? This is the first time I've ever seen one with a cover on it. That's cool. All right. So I guess the first step in this, I know I have power to the engine, so check, is now to get it to run. Probably do a baby bottle because I don't know what's going on with the tank yet, and I just don't want to go willy-nilly dumping fuel into it. It seems dry, put it to you that way. But yeah, I'll set up to, that throttle cable says seen better days. What is that thing? I don't know. Anywho, let me get set up, get this thing in the air a little more, and I'll start fitting new bits to it and hopefully just have it fire up. And then we'll move on to all the other good stuff. We'll also do a walk around. Like I said, I want to kind of sort of show you how my mind works on these things, but the big thing is getting it running first. If it doesn't run, I think I said this with my the orange card I was on here, the last revival. If it doesn't run, or if the engine sounds horrible, well, why move forward? Because, well, it would only have it would have a finite life, I guess is what I'm saying. So try to save customers money wherever I can. Why is so many things cut back here? Oh, this is not good. All right, good. I am increasingly getting worried on the electrical. Join me for my next ramble. Does it have oil? Should check that. Way too much. That's perfect. All right, join me for my next ramble. We'll try to get this thing running. All right, car's in the air. We're going to try to get this thing to chooch. Let's see. Plan is, I have my little table set up, if you will. New carburetor, new coil, electronical ignition, extra bolts or nuts, but these come with the flange that I like to use. What I'm going to do is I'm going to run a timer and see, start to finish, how long it gets this thing to chooch. Kind of moderate real world estimate if you have a revival or something that's been sitting for a while. It's not really hard. Like I said, I'm just doing this, doing the bare minimum on this to see the engine health. So I'm not replacing wires or plugs or anything like that. If it fires, great. This is, it's either a 15 or a 1600 single port. It is a single port engine. So that's what I got, or what I know of what I got. It's what I have going on. But anywho's, let me get phones over there. Let me just make sure I have everything. We'll start the timer and see start to finish, how long it hopefully will take to get running. I know that obviously there's power shooting to the back, so it will at least hopefully run. Rest of the car, nothing. So we're doing good. But all right, let me double check everything. I'll be right back with you, and we'll go start to finish. Once I put go, I'm not going to hit stop till stop. Obviously, there's going to be cuts in the video because, it's not that exciting taking out a nut or a bolt. I don't enjoy doing it. I don't think you guys enjoy watching it. So I will be right back for time trials. Okay, rumbling, going through things. After I said it was a single port and realized I have a 34 pick. I don't have a carburetor for this intake. 34s are too wide. But good news, I have a brand new carburetor on a intake manifold. So we're going to be using this one. I think it's a 31, 32, whatever it is. But let me get this thing, off, and yeah, we'll have a carb ready to go. That hopefully will work. They're going to use this carb once. Yeah, it came off of the, coincidentally enough, the other yellow Ghia when it was a single port engine. Basically when I have break-in time on this carburetor. So there's that. So I got a brand new carb anyway. It should work. Crap. I will order another carb, obviously, because even though this is new, it's used. And I would like to hang on to, obviously, yeah, everything's good. Like to hang on to as much parts as I can, just because when situations arise, I'm not waiting week or two for parts just to do this. Testing purposes. All right. Let me give everything a once over one more time, make sure I have everything and no little developments like that happens, and yeah, I'm going to push play. So whatever my ending time is, just round up and put another for gathering parts. I don't know, another 10 minutes. All right, guys, I'm going to fire up the old clock here, timer. Boop. Don't know if you'll see it or if it's going to fade out, but it's running. We are on the clock. First thing we do is rip this coil out. How is this even? I don't even know what they have going on, to be honest with you. Already starting off well. Cut wires. As for the points, all right, pull this out. I haven't seen someone run a ballast resistor on a coil in a while. Wow, this is cool. This is funky. This also is going to eat up some time. I don't know if it shows. It's corrugated. Ribbed for someone's pleasure. I need this. I'm going to have to get a new hold down because this thing is... I just don't like it. All right, new coil. How am I going to put this? That'll work. Yeah. Ah! That'll work. Hot mic. What did I put with the screw? Okay, this is now what's going to eat up all the time. Left it in there. I don't like this one. We need a new one. It's shorter. M10 by 1. At least the holes are there. Yes, that's good. And now the positive don't fit, reach, connect. All right, so that's going well. So seeing how that went flawlessly, don't need that because there's not even a choke wire attached. Fuel line, because I don't trust it. I'm gonna, oh yeah, it was pumping. It's gonna make a mess. Tech tip, if you got push rods, fuel pump push rods, boop, they fit perfect. I'm gonna end up ripping this deck lid off. Whew. But not now. Not now. I got a new rotor and cap, that's fine. I'm gonna replace the ignition. So let's get these points out, flathead. We'll pull the point. Get out of there. Boop. And a 10, let me loosen the collet. I'll rotate the distributor some so I can get to the backside and get this junk out of here. Usually I leave condensers sometimes. This thing's probably going to end up with a whole new distributor, depending how well this is, because it looks like, I mean, I'm just going to say it looks like trash. Electronics. It is the MP whatever I always run. 9432 unit. It's probably one of my most requested things of what electronics do I use. Well, that's what it is. All right, first thing, throw the wires in the hole, boop. I like these, and I think I say it with all my comments, this particular style, mainly because I've had a very, very low failure rate, number one, which is ideal. Number two, they will work with vacuum advanced distributors. Put in the screw, possibly. Oh, it's, you know, it's whenever you're under pressure. Do, 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 do. There we go. I think that was it. That's it. All right. Snug this down. All right, snugged. So much extra stuff. Rotor thingy. Just throw it out on top. That's good. Dust cover. I'm working backwards currently. The cap looked good. I got a better rotor. Because, yeah, just pulling out. That guy has seen better days. So, better rotor, cap looked all right. Like I said, we're just trying to get this thing running right now. Or I'm just going to try to get this thing running. Man, this belt is not convenient. The distributor's in right. TDC should be right here. Shh. There's a notch. All right, yeah. Oh. That's good, that's good. Yeah, everything out of the way. Electronics in, we'll leave that off. Let's get the carb off. Fuel line cut. That wasn't even. Pressure side didn't even have a hose clamp on it. Low pressure side did. Okay, let's work backwards. Flathead 4 throttle. Will it come out? Yes, it will. That is a... You gonna focus? Probably not. That is interesting. I guess if it works, right? All right, carb, let's yank this. This go, what are you, 12s? Yep, sure. Pull the carburetor. If you can see, we're running 7 minutes and 20 seconds so far. Come on. Like I said, we're just doing this for the rough fire. See how this thing sounds. It's going to be baby bottle fed, obviously, so on and so forth. All right, 2 nuts, old carb off. My carb on. I did have a gasket, right? Nope, where'd it go? Didn't I show this thing with a gasket on it? Oh, Houston, what did I do? It's somewhere, but the old one came off and it'll work. Like I said, I will order a new carb will be going on this thing. But currently, we're doing that. I know I saw that gasket on there. Yeah, this is one of my carbs. It's for testing purposes. The choke is quasi always open, and the idle air cutoff is disabled. By that I mean I cut the ends off, so I don't have to run power to them, which is actually ideal in this scenario. All right, good. That's on, don't have to do that. 9 minutes. Spin this dizzy around. I'm probably gonna make a mess with this fuel pump. Run some wires up. Oh, come on, fat fingers. We're against the clock here. Tick, tock. Hell, just plug it in. Use a little brain power that you have left. I did put a chair terminal on this distributor already, so it does have 3 provisions. In this case, I wouldn't have needed it, or because I'm not running any of that, but to run the electronic, you need at least 3 tie-in points, or you're going to be tying something together. All right, let's do some fast electrical. Distributor. TDC'd, so if this engine is somewhat where it needs to be, that's about where that distributor needs to sit. You're leading with cylinder number 1. It should be pointing more towards you than flattish, at least in my experience. It all depends on where that drive gets put in. Electricals, yes, my favorites. Well, I had my, yes, there they are. All right. In any project, this is what slows you down. The stuff you weren't expecting. So, you know, lengthening a hot wire. That's fine. Yeah, that says heater. That's good. I don't need that much. Pink is close. And I'm going to run more than I need. Reason I'm running more than I need is because if I do decide to move it, I can shorten it wherever I need it to be, or just because the only thing running in here is currently the oil pressure sender. So, So with that said, I might move this log completely. All right. Solderless, or not solderless, low heat solder connector. Let me get a blowtorch. Ooh. I'll leave that in, excuse me. Let's get this going. All right, I think the solder melted. Yeah, it looks like it did something. All right, and then a just standard butt connector on the other end. Keep up, guys. Keep up. Come on. See, now the generator's not generating. I'll try to cheat it. All right. That should be 12-volt power. Plug that in. I'm going to obviously go back and clean all this up, but we're in a race. So right now we got, hopefully have power to the coil, which is perfectly affixed. We have a distributor in there. Let me get my baby bottle. Get some fuel. One baby bottle. How much fuel? All of it? That sounds like a plan. All right, plug this guy in. Boink. And yeah, we'll just, okay, put that there. Bend this over and hook it safely. Takes that off. We're at 15 minutes currently. Stop rotating. 1501. Moving that just because I have to put a battery in. But I'm going to keep this uncut now if I did do any editing. Gonna probably make a mess with this fuel pump, so that's good. Fire. What was that? Random bolt. All right, this was negative. I know this because they nicely wrapped it. And I think I have the key on still. Come on, just get where I need you to go. All right. I got that. Get that. Where'd the test light go? TD seat on the engine. Crap. I gotta find leads. Boop. Negative side of the coil. We're gonna do a quick static time. If I can get my clamp on there. Let's turn the key. It's off, hopefully. Hopefully we have power back here. What's going on? Do I have power? I have power. Lights on. Let's bump it. That should be base time. Give it a little bit more. Lights on. I'm going to tighten it down here. Not so much lock. All right, this thing should fire up. 16 minutes and 57 seconds. Fuel? I think. Oh yeah, fuel's in there. All right. I know this fuel pump's gonna fuel pumpy sink. I don't like that. Random hose. Random hose that doesn't fit. I don't care. Just divert somewhere. Let's crank it. Yeah, buddy. All right. Oh yeah, she pumps. Like I said, I do not have a choke setup on this thing, so might be a little iffy. You know what? We'll dial a choke in real quick. If you didn't know, on the Solexus, these carbs, the 3 screws that are on the side of your choke let you adjust it, loosen them up, and you can rotate them. All right, we'll just leave that loose. Try it again. There it is. Minutes. And a half. Sounds good, it's a little jumpy. We haven't done the valves or anything. You are thirsty. All right, right on. 22 minutes start to finish, figure 40 minutes. 35, 40 minutes, depending, rounding up stuff, so on and so forth, double checking. Don't know if it charges. Let's see, where's my test light? We'll see if it charges. Because nothing's hooked up wire-wise, so I'm hoping this is gonna have enough impedance to turn off a light. Voltage regulator. This clampy thing goes where your little blue one is on the voltage reg. I think that's right. I think that's where it's supposed to be. What's the other one? And other is power. Yeah, power. I'm pretty sure that's how that works. I can't remember anymore. All right, if this light, if you can see it, goes out when it starts, theoretically should charge or should be charging. And I'll double check it with the old voltometer. Because what's my battery at right now? I have everything going on and it's not pretty. And jam you in there. Nice, wiggle you in there. All right, 1247. I want to see that go up. Hopefully that light goes out. If I remember correctly, that's how you cheat it. What's a start sound like? Not bad. No light going out. Yeah, we're not charging. Great. I just pushed on the brushes. Yeah, no charge. All right, she's not charging, but we are 25 minutes into this thing per clock. I'll stop it now. Beep. 25:10. Add another, whatever, 15 for gathering things, and you're at math. 40 minutes? 35 minutes, 40 minutes. Call it 40 minutes. And you too can have at least a running engine. Now remember, the plugs that are in here are the plugs that it came with, the wires that are on here are the wires that it came with. The valves or whatever valve adjustment it came in with. Obviously, it didn't touch any of that. But just wanted to show pretty much real time, hopefully 3 simple things, you can have your project running. Typically, if it is anything other than what I just did, there's a problem. Valves, plugs, wires, so on and so forth. But you get a car that's a complete. My go-to, I mean, you've probably seen it on this channel, I just never did real time, is yeah, just throw this stuff in, set some things, and turn the key, and you look like you know what you're doing. Which, you know, is good for me, don't get me wrong. But yeah, I still got a bunch of work to do. Let me reposition some stuff. And yeah, the key's off, obviously, the engine isn't running. Let me reposition stuff and see, either I'm gonna have a new Ramble. Good thing I put that on safety second, guys. Possibly 42nd. Let me do some rambling. Let me look at this electrical system. I don't know if that generator is even any good. Most likely it's going to go to an alternator, to be honest with you. It's just a cleaner I got to do wiring anyway. Mine's well just make it look gooder. I mean, that's basically what I got. But let me do some stuff. But I mean, what are we on run time right now? Just with this one cut. I mean, I should know, and I always look like an idiot looking at this thing because I never 27 minutes on this cut. I might just cap this episode with whatever the heck I just did. But you have a running engine in under 30 minutes. Whether it drives, stops, or anything else, no idea. It definitely doesn't do any of those things. But I can jump in there and see if the clutch actually clutches, because that will be the next sign, is if I have to pull the engine, which I don't want to do. Even though I typically do it anyway. I know this engine's overfilled, so hopefully it leaks if it does. That'll give me a sign to if I have to do a rear main. But, all right, I'm rambling enough. Give me a second, and I'll either wrap it up or show you some other things. But I'm going to check this clutch real quick while I have it running. All right, capping the video. 72 Ghia, it runs. It sounds good. It sounds healthy. Hopefully, you know, this, you know, uncut, unedited. I haven't edited it yet, but I'm going to try to leave the engine portion of this thing, you know, alone. Hopefully it motivates you that it doesn't really take that much just to get out there and work on these things or do something. I think it took me, 30 minutes and probably, I don't know, $200 in parts. And it runs. I mean, yes, it doesn't drive, it doesn't stop, so on and so forth. But the basis of this video was, like I said, I think somewhere in it, and if I didn't, I'm saying it now, see the engine health. Because like I said, if I got it to fire, with the minimal work that I did, and it sounded like, two mice were fighting in a garbage disposal, well, we'd have bigger issues, and I'd be, telling the owner, hey, we have problems. Let's reassess, if you will, because it makes no sense having, brakes, lights, electrical, everything going on this thing if it's not going to be able to go anywhere. So, service I provide, I guess. But anywho's, thank you for watching. If you stuck all the way now to the end, so feel free, give a like, share, subscribe, leave a comment if you do. As always, we will chit chat. Thanks for watching, and hopefully see you on the next one.